So let's look at logic and comparison in this video. So apart from doing math, computers can even do comparison. That is, if two things are equal or not, if something is greater than another thing or not, and all those things. Because they can do comparison, they can do decisions also. Like if something is equal, do this. If something is greater, do this. If something is less, do this, or something like that. So maybe like you can hook up what to say, a computer to your water tank, and if it can measure the water level, maybe it will switch on the motor if the water level goes too low, right? So that's how it is. So this chapter tells how to do logic and comparison in Clojure, right? So okay, so let's dive into it. So before that, yeah, I need to launch my Ripple. So let me just put lean Ripple. Okay, it's running on port 49495. Let me just copy it. Here is my VS Codium. Okay, so Ripple. Okay, I will connect to a Ripple that's not in this project. It's a generic Ripple and local host. Yeah, it's just asking in which port it's running. So I just copied the port and now I'm just putting it after the colon and pressing enter. Now I've got the Ripple. So let me just try something. So it kind of works. Okay, so yeah. So let me just put a file like uh, logic and comparison clj. So I just made a mistake over here. I think usually in Clojure the file name should not have hyphen. If it has hyphen, it's creating some problems. So yeah, I need to change this over here, and I need to change it in the book also. So yeah. So, so yeah, let's do our first comparison stuff, right? So let me make this bigger. Okay, okay, fine, right. So now let me just see if one is equal to one, right? And it's true, right? Of course, one is equal to one, right? So what other number one is equal to? So that's the thing, right? So the thing is equal to is a function, and you're passing one and one, right? So those are the arguments. If all the arguments you pass to the function are equal, then it'll return true. So if I mean all the arguments, if you ask me if you can pass more than two arguments, yes, that's absolutely possible. What about one argument? I haven't tried that, but maybe I can do this, right? Yeah, you can also pass one argument. Maybe you can even ask for a doc for this one. Doc equal to. So yeah, it says one argument, two arguments, and more, right? So that's how it is. And reading doc over here looks pretty good, I think. Okay, maybe it's highlighting all this if and all those stuff. So yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. And so yeah, now I'll just check if one is equal to two. And it returned false, right? So of course, like one is not equal to two. Right? So yeah. So maybe I can put more than two arguments. Like I'll just put equal to 777, right? So 7 is equal to 7 is equal to 7, right? So yeah, all are equal, so this will return true. That's the thing. And now let me put like whether 7 is equal to 8 and if 8 is equal to 7, right? So one argument, that is 8, is kind of odd one out here, so it'll return false. Yeah, you can even put more arguments. 8, 8, 8, 1, 2, 3. Look, uh, even if two of them are not equal, it'll just return false, right? So that's how it works. Okay, so another one is called as greater than. It's been denoted by this right angle bracket. I don't know whether it's right angle bracket or whatever you call. We call this as greater than sign in mathematics. So that's the thing. And I want to check if 1 is greater than 2. So, okay. Of course, it returns false. 1 is not greater than 2. Uh, that's the thing. And I want to check if 2 is greater than 1 now. And yeah, of course, true, 2 is greater than 1. What a discovery. And now if I want to check if 3 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 1. So now, I don't know, like if you're coming from other programming languages, we're actually doing an implicit AND operation over here. 3 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 1, right? So that's how it is. If I put like, okay, 3 to 3 to 3 or something like that, so that's false because like 3 is greater than 2, that's okay. 2 is not greater than 3, right? So that's the thing, right? So yeah. So no need to put what to say, no need to explicitly specify and all those stuff. Just Clojure just does it for you. So now there is another thing called greater than or equal to, right? If the number, the first thing is greater than or equal to the second one, it returns true. So let me just put like, okay, if greater than or 5 is greater than or equal to 5. So yeah, that's true. 5 is greater than what to say, like 5 is equal to 5, actually not greater than 5. But even if I just put something like, okay, like if greater than or equal to 6 5, right? So 6 is greater than 5, even though it's not equal to 5, it's greater than 5, so this will still return true, right? Let me make it more bigger. Yeah, okay, fine. So far so good. So and 6 is not greater than 7 or 6 is not equal to 7. Look, now I'm just saying or. Okay, so this means or greater than or equal to, right? So that's what it means. Okay, so 6 is not greater than 7 or 6 is not equal to 7, right? So this returns false. Okay, so that's the thing. And okay, so now similarly greater than is less than, right? So whatever that's in the left from the left, reading from left to right. Okay, so let me just write this so that I can explain it better. So reading from left to right, so whatever is at the left should always be lesser than whatever is at the right. So that's what it means. Okay, so oops. Okay, now let me just put option enter and it says true, of course. So 1 is less than 2, right? And this should also return true because, yeah. So 1 is less than 2 and 2 is less than 3, right? So that's how it is. Right? And is 2 less than 1? No, 2 is not less than 1, right? So that's the thing. So yeah, and if okay, just paste it. Okay, 1 is less than 3, but 3 is not less than 2. So this returns false, right? So yeah, and less than or equal to is similarly similar to greater than or equal to. So let us just check it. So 7 is equal to 7, even though if it's not less than 7, 7 is definitely not less than 7, but 7 is equal to 7. So this returns true, right? So that's how it is. And okay, like less than or equal to, okay, so 7, 8, and yeah, and it also returns true. 7 is less than 8, okay. So let me just put something else, right? So 7, 8, and 8. Okay, so this is true. 7 is less than 8 is true, and 8 is equal to 8 is also true. So this is less than or equal to. Okay, so true and true. So that still becomes true, right? So that's how it is. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Right, so that's how it is. And definitely the next example will be false. 8 is neither less nor equal to 7. So that will be false, right? Okay, now coming to logical operators. Okay, so this is an AND operator. So this returns, you can only give Boolean values like true and false to it. So let me just copy and paste. If you're learning Clojure, you must type. So, or if you're learning any other programming language, you must type from on your own. Only then your brain will remember, right? So yeah, so this AND gives true only if all arguments passed to it is true. Okay, so that's the thing. So there are only two arguments and both are true and gives true. Right. So if you want, just let's put the doc of and see. Yeah, it also accepts no argument. Okay, that's strange. Let me just try it out. It gives true. Oh God, my God. Okay, I never expected this behavior. Okay, so yeah, so and of nothing is true. Okay, fine. That's a bit strange, but yeah. So yeah, so yeah, and gives true only if all arguments passed to it is true. So and definitely this will give false because one of the argument is false. Uh, okay. Now let's look at another thing called OR logical operator. So this gives true if any one of the past argument is true, right? So let me just put it OR. Uh, true, not true, false. Okay, true first. So so anyone is true. Okay, so it gives true. Okay, so if I just put uh, true, false, one of it is true, right? So that's the thing, and it gives only false when I just put both as false. Okay, false, true, and then okay, false true also gives true, and false. This gives false. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So and gives true only when everything is true, or gives true if any one is true. So that's the thing, and yeah. So and there is another thing called not. Okay, so not. That is, this will toggle true to false and false to true. Give it false, it'll return true. If you give it true, it'll return false. So that's the thing. So let's try this out. Okay, not true. Okay, that's false. And of course, not of true is false. And not of false should be true, right? Yep. Okay. So these are all the logic and comparison operators. Look, if you don't understand what is going on and all those things, this is called as Boolean algebra, Boolean logics, and all those stuff. Uh, and it's a bit matty. Yeah, just don't worry. You'll just get it as we go along. You'll just get it. Like as we uh, keep more and more complex, as we do more and more complex programs and projects, you will understand. So just don't worry and just learn. Okay, so learn and be happy. So that will give you success. Okay, uh, thanks for watching this video.